Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, and hey, happy Friday. I'm Nick Oresco. We're working for you on this digital platform covering the top stories making headlines at this hour. But first, a look at your commuter traffic and weather. Let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis, man of the next 10 minutes at least. Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
A dry day out there finally.
Yeah. Sunshine. We got up into the 70s today. Nice day. At least half of the weekend is going to feel like today did. We'll talk about weather a little bit later, but first let's talk about your traffic. Let's take a look here at the map, and the good news here, green just about everywhere on our main roads. Mass Pike, east and west of the Connecticut River, is in good shape. 91. North and southbound here through Springfield to Holyoke and points north into East Hampton, also looking good. And 391 and 291 are fine. I do want to mention the fact that in preparation for the world's largest pancake breakfast tomorrow, Main Street in downtown Springfield between State Street and Bridge Street is closed so they can set up for the breakfast. The businesses, however, are open. And make sure you send my love to Nadine on Main Street in Springfield. Let's take a look at weather now. You can see here that we've got temperatures, as we were talking about, in the pleasant low to mid 70s. Nice little breeze out there as well. Humidity is relatively low. Dry evening on the way in here. This is going to be an interesting setup, though, for the first half of the weekend. We've got a storm system off to our east that's pushing air in this direction. We've got a storm system off to our west that's going to be pushing air in this direction, or from this direction. We're going to be kind of caught in the middle, and that means that there will probably be some raindrops around this weekend. We'll show you when with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
All right, Brian, thank you. Police have identified the victim and the suspect in the deadly shooting on Phoenix Street in Springfield that took place back on April 12th. That suspect is 14-year-old Legacy Lopez from Springfield. Now, they were arrested yesterday and held without bail. The victim was identified as 20-year-old Raylan Paredes Paulino, also from Springfield. The investigation is still ongoing. A former luxury home builder from West Springfield pleaded guilty for conspiring to defraud the United States and creating false documents to help one of his clients obtain a mortgage. Kent McCoy, who lives in Florida but previously lived in Wilbraham, was indicted in December 2019 along with his son Jason and Kevin Kennedy, the former operator of Springfield's 2 public golf courses. The indictment alleges they concealed cash payments for the construction of Kennedy's 2 homes in East Longmeadow and West Dennis. Kennedy was sentenced to 13 months in prison back in April. McCoy is expected to be sentenced in August. Number 1 world golfer Scottie Scheffler was arrested this morning following a confrontation with police before the PGA Championship. According to reports, Scheffler was taken into custody after trying to drive around traffic that was stopped due to a deadly pedestrian crash. Officers say he refused to comply and kept driving, dragging the officer about 10 yards. He suffered minor injuries. Scheffler charges include second-degree assault of a police officer and third-degree criminal mischief. He has since been released. All right, now we're going to be talking about the pancake breakfast. Of course, this weekend, preparations continue for the world's largest pancake breakfast. That's tomorrow. Springfield officials gathering at Mercy Medical Center to mix up all the batter for the thousands of pancakes that will be served on Main Street. The event starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and in addition to breakfast, there are plenty of activities, including the 22 News booth with our prize wheel. So, hey, we're going to be there. Come by and say hi. Brian, let's bring you back in now. A lot of events this weekend, not only the pancake breakfast tomorrow, but a lot of graduation ceremonies too. How's the weather looking?
You know what? Saturday tomorrow is not going to be a blue ribbon day, but I think we're going to be able to get most of these outdoor events in. I would caution, though, and right off the top here, I would say that if you're going to be outside for any prolonged period of time, maybe you're going to be at McGurk Stadium for UMass's commencement tomorrow, maybe you're going to the pancake breakfast, bring a rain jacket just to be on the safe side. I think that it's a pretty good and pretty cheap insurance policy for outdoor activities tomorrow. Here's a quick look from our live camera, and you can see here that the clouds have rolled in after a pretty bright middle of the day. We've got some clouds, and while there might be a scattered sprinkle, generally speaking, tonight will be dry. Now let's look ahead. Tomorrow, a few outdoor events that are happening here this weekend, including the world's largest pancake breakfast tomorrow on Main Street in downtown Springfield. Mostly cloudy skies. Scattered light shower or a patch of drizzle is a possibility. 57 degrees at 8 o'clock, 63 at 11 a.m. A little bit farther north into Greenfield. This is always a fantastic event. The Greenfield Bee Fest at assorted locations downtown, although it's sort of centered around the Second Congregational Church right in downtown Greenfield. Clouds at 10 a.m., 61 degrees, 65, mostly cloudy noontime. And again, the chance for a scattered light shower or some patches of drizzle. Hey, there's a shred event happening tomorrow in the Ludlow. This happens at 228 State Street from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Clouds 59 degrees at 9 o'clock, 11 a.m. 63, so kind of a cloudy start to the day tomorrow. Probably not a bad morning to do some spring cleaning and some spring shredding. And then finally, tomorrow evening is the season finale of the Springfield Symphony Orchestra. And this this performance starts at 7:30. If you're headed downtown for dinner first before the performance, 6 o'clock, 66 degrees, 9 o'clock, 59 degrees. Again, the chance for an isolated light shower. Sunday looks brighter and drier. We'll show you tonight on TV on 22 News at 5.
Okay, Brian, thank you. Trending today, a new FDA approval of a menopause drug. The FDA has approved a new non-hormonal medication. While it might not be as effective as the standard treatment, the new prescription drug will be welcomed by those who can't take hormonal therapy, such as breast cancer survivors. The pills will be marketed as Veozah with symptoms including moderate to severe hot flashes. The drug's maker said it will be available in the next couple of weeks. Well, today marks 2 decades since same-sex marriage was legalized here in the Commonwealth. The Goodridge versus Department of Public Health ruling was a historic one. Some of the plaintiffs in the case were from Western Massachusetts. Heidi and Gina Norotton-Smith from Northampton were one of the 7 couples who sued the state back in 2001. Nationwide, same-sex marriage was legalized in 2016. All right, now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. The Center for Human Development hosted an open house in East Longmeadow this afternoon. See how this new resource for mental health will benefit the community. And college graduates continue throughout the weekend, college graduations that is. Find out how these ceremonies impact the local economy. Plus, we will have the latest on how to protect yourself from mosquitoes as temperatures rise.
Here's one last check of traffic. A reminder that Main Street in Springfield is now closed for pancake breakfast set up between State Street and Bridge Street. We've also got the usual pre-evening commute slowdown starting to happen. I-291 and I-91 south through downtown. And don't forget the Brimfield Antique Fair is happening this weekend on Route 20 in Brimfield. We'll update you on weekend weather on 22 News at 5.
All right, thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. You can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on our website and the free 22 News app.